President Obama calls for NSA reforms while Google makes your contact lenses smarter. I'm Shara Tipkin in for Bridget Carey. This is your CNET Update. We finally learned what changes President Obama has in store for the NSA. In a speech on Friday, Obama said the secretive spy agency will need court permission to access telephone records. It also won't collect and store the information on its own. Instead, a third party is going to do that. But don't think this means the NSA is going to stop spying. Obama suggested changes, but he also defended what the NSA does. And he also said there's no evidence it abused its power. Some proposals need to go through Congress, so we're sure to hear more about this in the weeks to come. Google is taking wearables to a whole new level. The online giant said it's working on smart contact lenses embedded with sensors that are so small they look like bits of glitter. They also have an antenna that's thinner than a human hair. These lenses won't let us see through walls, but they could help diabetics monitor their glucose levels. This secret Google X project has gone through multiple clinical research studies, and Google has even met with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. It's now looking for partners to bring the product to market. One thing's for sure, we're getting a lot closer to a cyborg reality. In mobile news, Samsung's new operating system has hit a snag. Japanese phone operator NTT Docomo scrapped plans for a smartphone running Tizen. It was supposed to launch in March. Tizen is a new open-source operating system pushed by Samsung and Intel. Samsung initially planned to release its first Tizen phone last fall, but it keeps facing delays. Docomo said the market isn't big enough to support 3 operating systems, the other 2 main ones being Android and iOS. One phone we could soon see is a bigger HTC One. The company is prepping an updated model for late March, according to Bloomberg. Some possible specs include a 5-inch display and a high-end Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. The device also could have a fingerprint reader. This could be another big Mobile World Congress announcement. Things are looking pretty grim for Nintendo. The game company said Friday that its Wii U system isn't selling very well. It expects to sell only 2.8 million consoles from April of last year through March of this year. It originally expected 9 million. Nintendo has had a hard time attracting consumers in the US, and there's no sign things will turn around. YouTube is getting ahead of the pack for Super Bowl ads. The company is giving users an early look at commercials in its teasers section. You'll even be able to vote for your favorites when the Super Bowl kicks off February 2nd. This is a nice preview for all of us who watch the game mostly for the commercials. My favorite from last year was the Eminem commercial with the Meatloaf song. That's your tech news update, but you can find more details at cnet.com/update. And you can always keep up with the latest stories by following me on Twitter. From our studios in New York, I'm Shara Tipkin.